like it is. Hang on. Yeah, it looks like it's working. Okay, that works. Thank you. Okay, bye.
No. We're working on it. Yeah, we're working on it. How you making out?
Huh?
How you making out?
I think it's up.
Okay.
We're good to go?
Yeah, it should be up, and you're plugged in. So.
We're gonna wait for Melissa to call us back, though, right? Didn't she say she was gonna call us back?
Yeah, I mean, we can check on the computer. I just checked. It's up.
Well, then that's good enough for me.
We just gotta make sure the audio is working.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it works. Just have to check the audio on it, but I guess. Alright. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, this should be good. Thank you.
there's a lull in the action today,
Mhm.
we lost one of our coaches. Will
Okay.
you read this?
Yes.
Whenever's best.
Okay.
Rush it.
Hmm.
There's no bad spot.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CCBC Catonsville YouTube channel. I know we've been on for a second. We've had quite a few technical delays here, but I am Deacon Storm. A few of you are familiar with me on the CCBC Dundalk broadcast, but I am here bringing you the matchup between the College of Southern Maryland, the Hawks, as they take on the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals. We're already starting here with your score, 2-1, Catonsville firmly in the lead. Starting out here at the bottom of the second. As you saw, a strike thrown right here at the beginning by Brandon Pelletier. And big hit going out, and that's going to be counted. So we had a few technical difficulties, so we're just trying to get everything together, so please bear with us. That was Noah DeLuca on the hit as he makes his way to first base. That is number 3. And it was like he was going to make an attempt to try to steal or at least throw off the pitcher, Max. I'm sorry, not Max, excuse me. Sorry, still trying to get everything back together. Brandon Pelletier on the mound out there. Max Cutts is actually pitching for the Cardinals today. That was going out, and it's going to hit the ground out there in right field. Grab slide into third. Is he going to make it? He is safe over there on third as DeLuca is able to get over there and make it after that double. Still trying to get everything together. That was Christian Figueroa on that double. Big hit coming from him. Both teams coming in on their own respective win streaks. The Cardinals currently on a 6-game win streak. The College of Southern Maryland, the Hawks, they're on a 2-game win streak. Both teams clobbered Cecil College coming into this game right before it. Big hit, that's going to go foul. Still trying to update notes over here. As the 0-1 pitch is on his way. Big hit, hits the ground, bounces high up in the air. That is going to send Noah DeLuca home and increase that run total to 3. Coming up to the plate now. The order is resetting. And that's going to bring up Roman March. He doubled the last time he was up and was able to make it home. Pitch on the outside. And low, that's going to be ball 1. Pitch, big hit out to center field. It is caught, but we got a tag up here. Ball is thrown on his way home, and he decides to stay there. Roman March not so lucky this time on his way out, as he has that fly ball go out and is caught in center field. Next up, Angelo Ramirez. Last time he was up, he doubled as well, and he was the one that's actually sent Roman March home. Let's see if he's able to repeat his fortune here at this at-bat. Ball's going to be called on the outside. 2 outs on the board here in the second inning. Score is 3-1. Right now the Cards just pounding the ball. They got 6 hits so far. And that was real deep on the inside there. It's going to be ball 1. As I said earlier, both teams on respective win streaks. The Hawks, they came in with a record of 22-19 overall. The Cardinals, 21-21. Here's the 2-0. Big swing. That's going to go all the way behind us for foul. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Cardinals taking on the Hawks. As we cruise on our way to the Region 20 playoffs. They have not been set yet, so I can't tell you who's doing what, but here's the 2-1. Big swing and a whiff on that one. Strike 2. Angelo Ramirez, last time he was up, impressive double. Was able to move his compatriots from one end of the diamond to the other. Here's a pitch, and that's going to be strike. I think he may have got a piece of it a little bit. So the count's going to remain the same with 2s all across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Score still 3-1. The Cards in the lead. As discussed before, both teams beat Cecil College on their way into this game. The Hawks were able to defeat them 23-6. They got that mercy rule into the game in the 6th. Cardinals won 15-1. Game ended in the 7th. It's going to be ball 3, full count on the board. The Hawks were able to put up 11 runs in the 6th inning in that game against Cecil College. So don't be too surprised if you see that from either team coming up. Here's the 3-2. Big hit. That's going to fall right in the shallow center, and it's going to send Figueroa home. As Angelo Ramirez is able to collect yet another RBI today, making that 2. And coming up to the plate now, Alex Elliott. He also doubled the last time he was up, and he was able to make it home. Going for the steal. Do they have him? He is safe. As Angelo Ramirez is able to pad those stats a little bit and put a steal on the board. Score is currently 4-1. 2 outs still on the board here in the bottom of the second. Catonsville dugout starting to come alive a little bit. Here's the 0-1. And that's called a strike a little bit. Ump had to think about that one for a little bit. It was kind of low, and he rendered his decision here. As Alex Elliott is going to try to see if he can repeat his fortunes from the last time up. Here's the 0-2. That one's on the outside for ball 1. It's about 60 degrees out here. Cloudy, overcast. Supposed to be a chance of rain at about 2 o'clock. With the winds dying down now, but they were... There's a pitch, able to make the catch, and that's going to end the inning. Score still 4-1 as the Cardinals are in the lead, and we are going to switch sides, and we'll see you at the top of the third coming right up. All right, welcome back. Deacon Storm here with CCBC Catonsville baseball. Score currently is 4-1 with the Cards in the lead. Big pitch, a little low. It's going to be ball one. Up to the plate right now. The order is restarting. That'll strike one. Justin Aponte, last time he was up, he had a ground ball out. And the Hawks are going to try to get back on the board here. Or add a little bit to the board. That's going to be strike two. Currently, the home team, the Cards, have about 7 hits. Hawks only able to net 3 currently, but I'm sure they're going to try to change that here in this half inning. 1-2. Big swing, big hit. That's going to hit the ground out in left field. It looks like he's going to go for 2, and he makes it to second base for a double. Justin Aponte getting out there, helping his team out. Coming up now, Eli Wilhelm. He had a fly ball out earlier at his first at bat, so he's 0-1 currently. Sizing him up a little bit, trying to figure out what pitch to throw first. Big pitch, big swing. That's going to be a big foul, though. Neither team netting a strikeout yet. Haven't had to, really, especially not the Cards. They seem to be doing pretty well currently. Those winds coming out of the west about 7 miles an hour. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be ball one. Oh, yeah. Thanks. Back a little bit. That was a little bit on the outside there for ball 2. Got a little bit of a lead out there on second. Here comes the time. It's the second time this happened that game. A time right as Max Cutts was getting ready to prepare to throw the pitch, and he just threw it anyway. Justin Aponte out there has a not necessarily a generous lead, but here's the pitch. Big swing is hit out to left field. He's able to get his hands on it. He does. And Aponte remains at second. As yet another fly ball out for Eli Wilhelm. Now coming up to the plate, Francis Segarra. He was able to make it to first base his last time out and netted himself a steal, but he did not make it home, which we, of course, can discuss with the next batter coming after him. But one out on the board. Score is 4-1 here at the top of the third. Doubleheader today, so shortened game. Here's the pitch, and that's going to go foul out over to the Cards dugout. Looks like someone tried to catch that barehanded, but that was coming in a little bit too hot. And that's going to be strike one with one out on the board. Cards in the red, Hawks in the yellow. Just in case anyone needed to know. Here's the 0-1. That one was right down the middle, and that's popped up high to right field. And it's caught. But now Aponte tagged up on his way to third, and he's got those wheels. He's going to make it. As Segarra is going to fly out. So you net a steal for Justin Aponte here on this chilly, cloudy day. And coming up to the plate now, Trevor Drummond. He flew out last time he was up. Part of the reason why, as I mentioned earlier, Segura did not make it home. Here's the pitch. That one was right down the middle for a strike. "4-1 your score. Cards in the lead. That one was a little bit in the dirt. That's going to be ball one. 2 outs on the board here at the top of the third. As mentioned earlier, we had a few technical difficulties coming on the air. So hopefully, the second game we'll have everything straightened out. Here's a 1-1. Takes a crack at it. Out to the shortstop. Tries to get all the way over the first. Looks like he was able to get him here. But there it is. Okay. He was not able to get him, actually. And as Drummond makes his way over to second base off the errant throw. So that is going to bring Aponte home, however. Trying to get the scoreboard straight here. Working on it. Score is now working on it. Score is 4-2. With the Cards still in the lead. Hawks were able to just add on thanks to the combined effort of Trevor Drummond picking up an RBI and Justin Aponte coming home. Here's the first pitch with Michael Guy. He made it to first base. Oh, there's a hit. Dribbles over the first. He's just going to go ahead and tap that, and that's going to end our inning. Score is 4-2 with the Cardinals in the lead, and we're going to go ahead and switch sides. But first, there is going to be a message read while they're switching sides by me. And that is for Coach John Sparrow. And all of CCBC Catonsville, Cardinals Nation, extends their deepest sympathy to Miss Ellen, Monica, and the entire Sparrow family on the passing of their beloved former head softball coach, John Sparrow. Beginning in 1989, Coach Sparrow ushered in a new era of Cardinal softball greatness. During a distinguished 11-year career leading our collegiate softball program, he led the Lady Cardinals to 2 NJCAA Softball World Series, 2 Region 20 titles, and the Maryland JUCO Conference crown. The only things John loved more than being a Cardinal was his family, his hometown, and all the athletes he coached over the years at all levels. He touched so many lives and always had time for a kind word for everyone. Coach Sparrow was and always will be beloved by all of CCBC Catonsville athletics. Rest easy, Coach. You will live on in all of us and all we do in Cardinals athletics and in all the lives we lead. So please join me in a moment of silence in remembrance of Coach John Sparrow. We will be right back. All right, we're back. Deacon Storm here. The Cardinals taking on the Hawks of Southern Maryland. Score is 4-2 with the Cardinals in the lead. Here's the pitch. It's going to be called a ball. Up to the plate right now, Tony DeAngeli. He was walked his last time up, but did not make it home. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be ball 2. Pitching on the mound for the Hawks, Brandon Pellitter. or Pelletier, excuse me. That's going to be foul. Way out behind the Cardinals dugout. 2 balls, 1 strike here at the bottom of the third. Score is 4-2 with the Cardinals in the lead. Hawks trailing. On this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Here's the 2-1. It's going to make that 3. Now, DeAngeli was walked last time he was up here. And it looks like he might be cruising that way currently. Look for it right down the middle. Here's 3-1. A little high, and that's going to send DeAngeli for his second walk of the day. Hope he's wearing his watch. He'll be able to count his steps because he's on course, on track today to walk quite a bit. All right, coming up after him, Pete Howell. He got on first base earlier and was able to net an RBI. It's a pitch. He takes his crack at it, and that's going to go foul out past left field. So after that ball goes foul. Here comes the 0-1. Cracks at that. That's also going to go foul for 2 strikes. It's a little behind in the count here. As Pelletier prepares to throw that 0-2 pitch. That's going to be ball 1. All right, Pete Howell ready to face this 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on the board currently. Score 4-2 with the Cards in the lead here in the bottom of the third. You already have a man on base with no outs on the board. Here comes the 2-2. That was a little low for ball 3, and that's going to give Pete Howell a full count. Got to have a make-or-break situation here. Here's the pitch. Takes a swing at it. That's also going to go foul out past left field. And the count's going to remain the same for Pete Howell. His last time up, he got an RBI and was able to make it to first base. And here comes a full pound. Up. Tried to send it over to first. Trying to catch Tony DeAngeli slipping out there. He had a little bit of a lead, but that was no dice. As Brandon Pelletier throws it. That's going to bloop out there in between second and center right. And that's going to send Pete Howell to first base. As he is 2 for 2 today. So Tomas Martinez, he had a ground ball out last time he was up, but the stakes are a little bit different here as he's got 2 men on base. So he's going to try his best, try to bring those boys home. First pitch. That's going to go foul. Pops up in front of him. And just kind of dribbles away from home plate. Pelletier with the 0-1. That was right down the middle, but it was 2 into the dirt, so that's going to be ball 1. Here's a 1-1 for Martinez, and that's going to be a little bit on the outside. Over to the left for ball 2. Score is still 4-2. Cardinals in the lead here on the first game of the doubleheader between the Cardinals and the College of Southern Maryland Hawks. Here comes the 2-1. To the swing at it, grounds it over. Hit it second, cut off, and there's the double play. As he grounds out once again, and that's going to be 2 outs on the board. Very impressive double play. The ball just kind of rolled right over to him. Out there, second base as it went past Pelletier. So that's going to have the score remaining the same, 4-2. 2 outs on the board. Here's the first pitch. Takes a swing at it, going to pop it up all the way out to center left. They're going for it. He's able to stop it from going over, but couldn't get his hands on it. And that's going to send Noah DeLuca to third base on a triple. So coming up next, Christian Figueroa. He doubled the last time he was out there. Score is now 5-2. Also an RBI on that trip. Stepping back up, here's the first pitch for Christian Figueroa's second time up here. He was able to make it home last time. After scoring a double. Here's a pitch, 0-1. That's going to go foul, making it an 0-2 situation for Christian Figueroa. Here in the bottom of the third, 2 outs on the board, so this could be make or break on whether or not it sends Noah DeLuca home and increases the score for the Cardinals. Here's a pitch, 0-2. That's going to be on the outside for ball 1. That didn't sail over the plate at all. Figueroa just kind of watched that happen. Here's the 1-2. Once again on the outside, same place over on the right. And low in the dirt for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Score is 5-2 with the Cardinals in the lead. Cardinals, though, they got hits aplenty here. 9 hits so far on the day. Here's a pitch. Got that one, but that's going to go behind us for foul. Of course, as mentioned earlier, both teams coming off of decisive wins from Cecil College, who are currently playing the school you usually hear me at, CCBC Dundalk. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be it. It's going to be strike 3. Christian Figueroa, he didn't seem like he was pretty happy with that one. But that's going to be the first strikeout of the game. Score is 5-2. We are here getting ready for the top of the 4th. I'm Deacon Storm, and I'll be right back for you. All right, welcome back. Deacon Storm bringing you some NJCAA baseball action between the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals and the College of Southern Maryland Hawks. Scores 5-2 with the Cardinals in the lead. And that first pitch is going to go in the dirt for ball one. So Max Cutts comes up for the top of the fourth. That's going to be strike one. Keeping the hit total pretty low. Both teams quite decent. It's going to be a good matchup here if you're just joining us. Big swing and a miss for strike two. That's going to be Jordan McKenzie up. He went to first base last time, able to make it home as well, and even netted a steal during his time out there on the diamond. That's going to be strike three. And he's going to go ahead and take a seat as the Cardinals are able to get their first strikeout of the day. So coming up to the plate now, Peyton Myers. Last time he was up, fly ball out. I'm sure he's going to want to improve his luck. That one starts up high, goes low in the dirt as it broke for ball one. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Another curve. This one time a little bit too far to the outside for ball two. 2-0 pitch is on its way. Gets a piece of it, and that's going to go out to third base. Take it to first, and he's safe. He made it. There was a lot of fumbling up there at first base. Couldn't get his footing. He's going to make it. And that's going to be called an error. Scored as such. Now to the plate for the Hawks, Cody Cox. He doubled last time he was up, able to net an RBI as well. Here's the pitch. That one's a little high and close to the corner of the strike zone, but still going to be called ball. 5-2 is your score. Cardinals still in the lead. Hawks have a man on base, though. Here's a 1-0. Takes a hit at it, out to third base. Ball thrown over the second, catches him, and thrown over the first for the double play. As both men are out, and that's going to end the bottom of the the top of the fourth. Score still 5-2, and we're going to be right back with you. Deacon Storm here, going to come back with the bottom of the fourth. All right, welcome back. Deacon Storm here with CCBC Catonsville Cardinals baseball taking on the College of Southern Maryland Hawks. Score is 5-2. Cardinals are in the lead here at the bottom of the fourth, and the Cardinals are putting on a hidden clinic right now, notching 9 hits. And here's the first pitch. Takes a swing at it. That's going to go into the dirt for foul over on the right side. Next pitch takes a swing at it and a miss, and that's going to be strike 2. Up to the plate, that is Orlando Perez Jr. That one was a little close, but it's on the outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one's down the middle, but a little high for ball 2. It's going to be the first at bat for Orlando Perez Jr. Here's the 2-2 pitch. He gets it, and that's going to be right in the glove of the shortstop, so he's going to retire. That's going to be 1 out for the Cardinals here in the bottom of the 4th. His first pitch. Big swing at it. Go ahead out to near second base. Is he going to make it? He is not. That was Roman March. He's going to get out on the ground ball, and that's going to be out number 2 here in the bottom of the 4th. Moving pretty fast out here. Don't forget, this is a doubleheader, only going 7 innings per the NJCAA rules. As the next game will probably start roughly about 20 to 30 minutes after this one ends. So make sure you keep it locked right here on YouTube. Coming up next is going to be Angelo Ramirez. Here's the first pitch. Takes a swing at it, right back out to the pitcher. And he's going to send that to first base, and that's going to end this half inning. Score still 5-2. Cardinals in the lead. No hits or anything there on that possession. So we are going to move on here to the top of the 5th. We'll be right back with more NJCAA baseball action. All right, welcome back. Deacon Storm here alongside myself, because I'm the only one running this broadcast here. CCBC Catonsville Cardinals baseball taking on the College of Southern Maryland Hawks. Here at the top of the 5th, score is 5-2 with the Cards in the lead. Here's the first pitch. Big swing and a miss. It's going to be Hunter Rose at the plate. Last time he was up, he had a fly ball, and he was out, so he is 0-1, and that is a low pitch in the dirt, bounces up behind the umpire for ball 1. And here comes the 5. excuse me, the 1-1 pitch. Going to hit that out to second base. He's going to be able to get it. He does. Sends it to first base. Is it there in time? It is. First base ump was taking his time, adding a little drama to that call. As Hunter Rose goes 0-2 so far on the day. Now coming up to the plate, order resets again. Justin Aponte. Pitch going to be ball 1. Aponte's last time up, he hit a double. He was able to get a steal and made it home. Whoa. Ball 2. Pitch was a little high and on the inside. Curveball. So far getting ready for that 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. Fastball down the middle. Made some contact with it, but that went foul. Strike 1. Score is still 5-2 with the Cards, who are in red, in the lead over the Hawks in yellow. One out on the board. It's 2-1. That one right down the middle, called a strike. Fastball right in the bread basket. The Cardinals catcher. Right now the count is 2-2. Here comes the pitch. Curveball. Looks like it was a little high. Right on the edge of that strike zone. But it was called ball. So we have a full count here for Justin Aponte. Kid's got wheels on him. Here's the 3-2 pitch. He gets some contact out to the shortstop. He catches it. That's going to be it for him so far in this inning. Coming up next, Eli Wilhelm. Last time, or actually the last 2 times he was up. Fly ball out. Hoping to get on base this time as he's currently sitting at 0-2 today. Score, of course, 5-2 with the Cards in the lead. There's the pitch. That one goes in the ground. That's going to be ball 1. Brandon Pelletier of the Hawks. Max Cuts, of the Cardinals. Both netting 1 strikeout so far. It's been that kind of game today. It's the first game in the doubleheader. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Makes contact, but that's going to fly out over to my right. Hit the top of the fence and right back down to the ground. So we didn't lose it. It's not out in the parking lot or over in the lacrosse field or anything like that. So we're able to hold on to that. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Oh, that was far on the inside. That's going to be a walk hit by pitch, as it's going to be scored. So Eli Wilhelm finally able to get on base after being hit by the pitch. Not necessarily the way he wanted to go, especially because he didn't have a hit yet today. But Francis Segarra, he's up. He had a fly ball out last time, but he did get on base earlier and did net a steal in the beginning of the game. So he was able to make it to first base. Here's the first pitch. 2 outs on the board. Able to make contact solid, puts it in between center and right field. They're trying to get ahead of it. Wilhelm is just rounding the bases, making his way up, and he's able to get home and add to the run total for his team. Hawks now 3 runs on the board to the 5 that the Cardinals have. And that's thanks in part to Francis Segarra. So he was able to get a double and add to his stats with an RBI for bringing his teammate home. Score still close, 5-3, Cardinals in the lead. 2 outs on the board with Francis Segarra out there on second base. Coming up now, Trevor Drummond. He had a double last time he was up and an RBI, so if he's able to repeat his fortunes from his last at-bat, that's going to be a tie game here between the two teams. The last pitch was ball one. Here's the pitch, 1-0. It's going to be ball two. Francis Segarra holding in place out there at second base. Two outs still on the board here at the top of the fifth. Game only going to 7, though, so we have another one coming up. Here's the 2-0. That was on the outside. Ball is wild and gone, and that's going to move Segarra over to third. Segarra having quite the time out there in the diamond here in this after his at-bat, ball 3. So Cutts is going to have to recalibrate this pitch and try to get that down the middle, and it's a little too high, and that's going to send Drummond over to first base. So the Hawks with 2 outs on the board have 2 men on base, occupying the corners. 1 man at first, 1 man at third. Temperatures dropping a little bit here with the wind. As it seems to be picking out just a little bit. Not too gusty, not going to affect the play out here, I don't think, but we'll see what goes on. Here's the pitch. That's going to be ball 1. A little bit on the outside there. 2 outs still on the board here, top of the 5th. Score 5-3 with the Cardinals in the lead. There's a pitch. He took a swing at it, got some contact, but that didn't go anywhere, so that's going to be strike 1. One ball, 1 strike on the board here, 2 outs for the Hawks. Here's a 1-1. Makes contact, going to bounce it out to the shortstop, and that's going to be it. Score is still 5-3, and we are going to make our way to the bottom of the 5th. I am Deacon Storm here. We'll be right back with NJCAA baseball action as the Cardinals taking on the Hawks. All right, welcome back. Deacon Storm here. Hawks, Cardinals. 5-3 is your score with the Cardinals in the lead here at the bottom of the 5th. And coming up to the plate, Alex Elliott. Last time he was here, fly ball out. As the first pitch is going to hit the ground before it hits the catcher's mitt for ball 1. Hawks were able to get a couple of hits that last half inning, drove in a run to increase that score. Pitch right down the middle, fastball for strike one. Here's the 1-1. Gets a piece of it. It's going to be strike two. Trying to get their bearings together out there. That ball kind of went into a spot where we were not able to continue play, but now that it's gone, gets everything started back up. Here's the 1-2. Big swing out to right field. That is going to land fair as Elliott makes his way over to first base, and he's going to stand there after adding the 10th hit for the Cardinals today. So coming up, Tony Giangeli. He's been walked twice so far today. So he's been on base, but probably he's not getting there the exact way he wants to. Here's the pitch. That one's right down the middle, fastball for strike one. Score is 5-3. Cardinals in the lead. No outs on the board here at the bottom of the fifth. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss for strike two. One man on base out there. That's Alex Elliott. He smashed it out to right field. Comes the 0-2. That one was right down the middle, but out and double play solid. D'Angeli still not able to net a hit so far today. Coming up to the plate now, Pete Howell. He's been on base every time he's been up so far. He got an RBI after his first at bat. Able to bring in, I believe, Alex Elliott. There's the first pitch. Going to be ball one. One 0 pitch. Yeah, took a slight swing, didn't go past the area it needed to be counted as a swing, so that's going to be ball two as that ball was thrown a little bit low for Pete Howell. Here's the 2-0. That time called a strike. Hit that corner on the left side. 2-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt for ball three. Wind's starting to pick up just a little bit. It was 60 degrees at the start of the game. That was going to be strike two. Here's the full count pitch. He takes a swing at it, makes some contact, but that's going to go far behind us for foul. Still 2 outs on the board here for the Cardinals. Temperature's down to, oh, there it is. Never mind. Strike three. And that's going to retire the side. Score still 5-3 here for the Cardinals versus the Hawks. So we're going to start at the top of the sixth. I am Deacon Storm here, and we'll be right back with more NJCAA baseball action. All right, welcome back. Deacon Storm here in JCAA baseball action. Cards versus the Hawks. Score is 5-3 here at the top of the sixth. We got one more inning to go in this particular contest. Here's the first pitch that's going to go down to the ground for ball one. On this beautiful cloudy Sunday, temperatures about 62, winds coming from the south. And fly ball out and caught out at right field. And that's going to retire the batter. I didn't even get a chance to really say who it was. It was Jordan McKenzie. He had a strikeout the last time. He struck out the last time he was up. Regardless, coming up after him, Peyton Myers. Last time he was up, he was able to make it to first base. Went out on the board here at top of the sixth. Big swing and a miss for strike one. That was right down the middle. Thrown by Max Cutts. Preparing to throw that 0-1 pitch. Here comes. In the dirt for ball one. So we got one ball, one strike, one out here, the top of the sixth. Winds coming from the south at about 8 miles an hour going northwest. So it's starting to pick up just a little bit. Could affect a little bit of play here. Hope those balls leave this field, as we've had quite a few close calls in this game so far. Cardinals notching 10 hits to the Hawks 5, but the score is 5-3. Here's the 1-1. Big swing and yet another big miss. Strike two. Ball had a lot of speed on it. You could tell by the way, or the sound it made when it hit the catcher's mitt, that pitch meant business. All right, here's the 1-2. Oh, goodness. And speaking of the velocity, that one right into the center of the back of Peyton Myers. So he's hit by the pitch, and he's going to take his place over on first base. And coming up next after him, Cody Cox. He had a ground ball out earlier, but his first at bat, he was able to get an RBI and had a double. Was unable to make it home as Hunter Rose was right after him, and he got out on a ground ball, which ended that inning. So first pitch coming up as we near the end of the first game of this doubleheader. Here it comes. Big contact hit. That is flying all the way out the center left. That is going off, and that is out of here. Big home run by Cody Cox. Big two-run homer after the hit by pitch. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That ties the game up 5-5 as Cody Cox is going to bring Peyton Myers home after he was walked. For that two-run homer. Coming up behind him now, the score tied up. It's going to be Hunter Rose. It's going to be a foul ball flying out behind us on the right side. And what a hit. I don't think the wind had anything to do with that one. Big left field, he's going to get his hands on it. He does not. It bounces off his glove. And Hunter Rose is going to make his way over the second after sliding in. And he makes it, and right now the Hawks, after trailing almost this entire game, starting to get fired up over there in the dugout. As Hunter Rose is able to fly over to left field. And the Cards are going to notch another error. But score now 5-5 here. 1 out on the board here. Top of the 6th. Made some contact, but that's going to go foul all the way out to the right side over the dugout of the Hawks. Taking their time trying to choose the pitch for the 0-1. Here comes. That one in the dirt. Hunter Rose is going to go nowhere. He's going to stay out there at second. Cardinals trying not to let this one slip away. One out on the board. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, that one was high up in the air. It dropped, it broke, but it was still going to be outside the strike zone, and there's a timeout. We got a mound visit, a little bit of a discussion. Out there between our pitcher and catcher. Now here comes the 2-1 pitch as called by the umpire. Man out in second. Here comes high pitch from Max Cutts. It's going to make that ball 3. Once again, don't forget, this is a doubleheader. Supposed to end in the 7th, but right now the score is tied. So unless something changes, we may have to go some extra innings here right before we get to the end of this game. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here comes the 3-1. And that was a little high outside of that strike zone. Right down the middle, though. He's going to take a walk. And that was Justin Aponte. His 4th at bat. Walking it out over to first base. And looks like we are going to have some relief here. It's Max Cutts, and he's going to take a seat after pitching most of the innings. And Fuller is going to take the mound in his stead, as he's going to start to warm up. And while that's happening, we are going to take a quick break. And we will return once play resumes when we're in NJCAA baseball action. All right, welcome back. Deacon Storm here. We got Julian Fuller subbing in for Max Cutts. As still up to the plate. Going to be Eli Wilhelm. One out still on the board. Score still knotted up at 5. Big hit off that first pitch all the way out to center. He's trying to track it, and he gets it. And all the runners are going to return back to where they were. Big hit, though. Big hit out to center field. But it is fielded for the second out in this half inning. Score still 5-5, like I mentioned just a second ago. Here at the top of the 6th. 2 outs on the board now. And coming up to the plate, Francis Segarra. Last time he was up, he had a double. Was able to bring in one of his teammates and was able to steal while he was up. Here's the first pitch. All the way out the center. It's going to fall. He was able to get his hands on it, and that is going to end this inning. Score is still going to stay 5-5. Beautiful play out there at center right. And we're going to take a quick break. 5-5 is your score. Cardinals, Hawks. We'll be right back. I am Deacon Storm, and we'll be right back with more action. All right, Deacon Storm here, coming back live here at CCBC Catonsville Field. Coming up to the plate for the Cardinals, Tomas Martinez. Last time he was out, he had a ground ball. That's out. Big swing there. That's going to go out to left field. And it is caught for the first out here at the bottom of the 6th. Martinez not able to get on base so far in this game. We're coming up after him, Noah DeLuca. He hit a triple last time he was up. Long fly ball. It looks like it should have been a home run. Maybe the wind wasn't blowing hard enough, but he was able to notch an RBI on his second at bat. But once again, the score is 5-5. His first pitch went for the bunt. No good there, and that's going to be strike 1. Looking at the scoreboard, it looks as if the Cardinals are putting up quite the dominant performance, 10 hits, but they haven't been able to get much the last couple innings. Here is the pitch. That is going to be ball 1. So right now the count's 1-1. 1 out on the board for Noah DeLuca. His next pitch, that's going to be on the outside for ball 2. Just another reminder, this is a doubleheader, so the game should start about 20 to 30 minutes after this one is over. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That one is low and on the outside for ball 3. So keep it locked right here, and if you have not, please like, follow, and subscribe. I just shot a like over to the video, so please do. Here's the 3-1, and that is strike 2, so now we're up to a full count. So, yes, like and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of the any future Catonsville Cardinals actions or notifications. There's a pitch, takes a swing at it, shortstop, able to stop it, throws it over to first, not able to get it there. He is safe. Was not able to get the ball there in time as Noah DeLuca reaches first. But yes, don't forget to click that bell so you don't miss any of the action in the future, whether it be baseball, basketball, or any of the sports put on here by CCBC Catonsville. Went out still on the board. Score still 5-5 here, the bottom of the 6th. Cardinals still here. Still hanging in there. This is the first pitch. Threatened to throw it over the first, but DeLuca made his way back over. Up to the plate now, Christian Figueroa. He struck out the last time he was up. Trying to get DeLuca over there at first base again. No dice. Count is still 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one called a strike. Hit the outside corner of that strike zone. Impressive speed. Went from like the right to the left. Trying to catch DeLuca again. Unable to get their hands on him. And we got time. Going to be called. Once again, do not forget this is game 1 of a doubleheader. We will be back here. I will be back here with you for the next one. Here's the 1-1. That one right down the middle for strike 2. Yep, I'll be right back here with you for the second game. Granted, it does not get rained out. That is what the weather reports are calling, that the rain will start at 2 and go for about 2 hours. So here's the 1-2 pitch. Hits it out back to the, caught it. And he's safe at first, but DeLuca is out at second. Not able to get the ball back there to first base in time as it dribbled right up into a straight line up to second base and was caught, stopped there, getting DeLuca out. Coming up to the plate now, Orlando Perez Jr. Last time he was up, fly ball out. So it's 2 outs on the board here. Score is still 5-5 at the bottom of the 6th. There's a pitch. Big hit out to left. That is going. It is gone. Orlando Perez Jr. with the 2-run homer, separating the two teams by 2 runs. And that is something the Cardinals needed to get back in control of this game and take that lead so close to the end. And that Cardinals dugout, they are hyped up, and rightfully so, as they were able to reclaim the lead. 2 outs on the board, though, for the Cardinals. This is the first pitch. Big hit. Bounces off of his foot. Is he going to make it? He does! That was Roman March making it to first base. Hit the pitch. It looked like it hit off of the foot of Pelletier. Regardless of that fact, Roman March able to get to first base. And it looks like the coach is coming out to check on Pelletier, make sure he's doing all right. And that's going to retire him. After giving up the 2-run homer and then a hit consecutively right after that, Pelletier is done for the day. And once we know who's coming up, I'll let you know. But we are actually going to take a break. That pitcher is going to have to warm up. So we'll be right back with a new pitcher. Cardinals still up. Score is 7-5. Cardinals in the lead here at the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Deacon Storm here in JCAA baseball action. We're at the bottom of the sixth, and Jesus Moscat comes in for Brandon Pelletier, relieves him. Pelletier giving up 13 hits and only had 2 strikeouts while he was up there. Here's the first pitch, 2 outs on the board here at the bottom of the sixth. That one's on the inside from Moscat. It's going to be ball 1. Score is 7-5. Cardinals in the lead. Here's the 1-0. That one's way on the outside for ball 2. Cardinals do still have a man on base. Here's the 2-0. Big swing at it. All the way out to center left. That's not caught, but it hits the ground. And that is going to bring a man home. Yeah, Roman March able to make it home. After his monster hit. Now it's Angelo Ramirez able to bring him home. And that is going to be ball 1. Ramirez able to notch his 3rd RBI today, as he is 3 for 4 out there at second base. Alex Elliott up next. He made it on base last time he was up. Cardinals currently 14 hits on the board. We're just taking a second here, and we are back already. 8-5 is the score. Cardinals in the lead. Here's the first pitch. On his way to third. Is he going to make it? He is safe. That was Angelo Ramirez on the steal, showing off his wheels. Here's the pitch. That's going to be strike 1. One second, we're going to update the okay, there we go. It's actually 1-2 is where we are. So here's the 1-2 pitch. Big swing at it, out the center field, popped up high and caught. And that is going to be the end of the sixth. Score is 8-5 with the Cards in the lead. We're going to be right back with the top of the 7th. All right, Deacon Storm here, top of the 7th. 8-5 is your score, where the Cardinals in the lead over the College of Southern Maryland Hawks. Thank you so much for joining us here. What could potentially be the final inning. It's going to be 3 outs away from the win. There's been a pitching change. Travis Weaver brought in to try to close this one out for the Cardinals. Here is the first pitch. Big pop up, but it's going to go foul behind us for strike 1. Cardinals today, very dominant, 14 hits in this 7-inning game. This is a doubleheader. Here's the next pitch. That one's in the dirt for ball 1. You have a doubleheader today. Next game should start about 20 to 30 minutes after this one ends. Originally scheduled for 2 o'clock, so that's a little bit later, but thank you for joining us anyway. Here's the 1-1. Big hit, goes foul for strike 2. Of course, up at the plate is Trevor Drummond. Last time he was up, he walked, but before that, he did notch a double and send one of his teammates home for an RBI. That one goes in the dirt for ball 2. Weaver and the Cardinals organization hoping that he's able to close this one out. Here comes the 2-2. That one had a little bit of tail on it. Trying to get it scooped up, not able to get his hands on it in time. And Trevor Drummond is going to make it. All right, coming up next to the plate, just trying to figure out some scoring stuff back here. Coming up next to the plate, going to be Michael Guy. Last time he was out, ground ball, out, did not make it on base. Big hit out to the pitcher, hit him in the leg. He's going to make it. Nope, ball was thrown too high. Michael Guy is going to try to go to second as that ball went all the way over to the makeshift dugout. And thanks to an error, Guy's going to make it to second base. So Michael Guy able to get to reach second base and bring in Trevor Drummond, increasing the score 6-8. Still the top of the 7th, though. Getting a little bit chilly out here. Not really affecting the players, affecting me, though. So I'm just sitting here. I'm not playing. Score is 8-6 with the Cards still in the lead. There are no outs on the board, though. I mean, Michael Guy is still out there on second base, and there seems to be a little bit of a conference between the Hawks coach and the umpire, just trying to figure out some things. Not sure what they're talking about, but I'm sure it had to do with the last play about where the ball went. We're just taking a second here. Don't forget, this is game 1 of a doubleheader. The next game will start about 20 minutes after this one, 20 to 30 minutes after. Weather permitting, of course. It is calling for rain today for a few hours, actually. Originally, it was only about 2 hours, and now it's up to about 3 or 4. Scoresman fix is actually 5-8. That one flies back here to me. Thankfully, there's a fence separating me and the home plate for strike 1. So my apologies. Score is still 8-5. Cardinals still in the lead, which is probably what that part of the conference was about. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That one low, but right down the middle by Weaver as he tries to close this one out. He's in a bad spot right now because the tying run is at the plate. Right now, 1 ball, 1 strike on the board with no outs. Here comes the 1-1. He hits it up, and that's going to go back to second base. That's bringing a man home, and that ball was thrown too far, and that's going to bring yet another man home. So Drummond and Guy both make it off the strength of that blooper that went over Weaver's head. And Jordan McKenzie, 2 RBIs on that play. This is quite the high-scoring game, but it's not over yet. Now to the plate now, Peyton Myers. Just trying to figure some things out here. Here's the pitch. Went for the bunt. As McKenzie put some space in between himself and second base. That was ball 1. Off the bunt attempt. And that's going to be strike 1. First baseman Tomas Martinez was running up trying to get the possible bunt, and it looks like that's just the way they're going to go. They want to put McKenzie into a better scoring position, which is going to be the tying run. Cardinals still do have a chance to separate themselves if the score does get tied up or if the Hawks take the lead. Here's the 1-1. Got the bunt, and that is definitely going to go fair. Picks it up, throws it to first. Or thought about it. He held on to it instead. Peyton Myers is going to make it. And McKenzie is going to go to third. That bunt worked wonders for the Hawks. It was almost perfect. It pretty much went right up the third base line, taking the baseman off of the plate as McKenzie made his way over from second base. Still no outs on the board here at the top of the 7th. Score is 8-7. Hawks still trailing. Cardinals, through a stroke of luck and great fielding, can still end this game. They're still in the lead. Here's the pitch. That's going to be strike 1. The corners of the diamond occupied. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Able to stop that, but that's going to be a ball. It's ball 1. Cody Cox smashed a 2-run homer last time he was up. Part of the reason why the score has changed, and looks like the rain is starting. It's 1-1. Hit that back to us. Strike 2. Travis Weaver, the closer, he's going to have to buckle down. So far, giving up 2 runs. And really what's going to get him out of this situation is a lot of ground balls, and hopefully pop flies not out to the outfield, or else this game's going to get tied up as the rain starts to fall. Here comes the 1-2. And let's see what's going to be called. And that's going to be it. That is going to be called strike. It's going to be Travis Weaver's first strikeout, I should say, excuse me. He's going to want 2 more of those, or at the least a double play at this point. It's good that they were able to get 1 out on the board. Double play will end this game as the Cardinals are still in the lead. Anything less than that would be uncivilized. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, really close on the inside. Could have ended up loading those bases up. That's going to be ball 1. Fans out here brought their umbrellas. They got them up now. This is 1-0 pitch. Takes a swing at it, makes some contact. It's going to fly back behind me on the right side for strike 1. Hunter Rose up at the plate. Last time he was up, he had a double. After a fly ball out, and whoa, fly out to center. There's that pop fly, and now he's going to make a run for home. They're trying to get it there. He is going to make it, and that's going to tie this game up. That's going to bring home Jordan McKenzie as he makes it home off the sac fly by Hunter Rose. So this game now guaranteed to go to the bottom of the 7th. Winds picking up, wind chill going down. And we have a pinch runner. Substitute for the Hawks. Tried to catch him. He's safe. And it's going to be ball 1. So at the time, with the score tied, if Weaver can get his team into the bottom of the 7th, all they had to do is score 1 run, and that's it. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be strike 1. One pitch here at the top of the 7th. He's making a run for it. Are they going to get him? They are not. He's going to make it. So stolen base there. I believe that is Sam Shea out there. That's subbing in for the pitch run. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Loses it. Sam Shea's making his way over the 3rd, and that's exactly what's going to happen. And now the lead off run standing at 3rd base. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. 8-8 is your score here at the top of the 7th. And that one's going to go wild. He's making his way home. And Sam Shea is going to get home. I'm sorry. My apologies. That was actually not Sam Shea. That was Andy Rodriguez. Andy Rodriguez makes his way home after rounding the bases. And now the score, 9-8. My apologies on the name mix-up there. And that's going to end the inning mercifully after that strikeout. Score is 9-8. Cardinals, for the first time, are behind in this game as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Let's see if they can get out of it. Once again, your score, 9-8. I am Deacon Storm. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 7th. Welcome back to what is the final inning, depending on what happens here of this game. Catonsville Cardinals, College of Southern Maryland Hawks. We got a pitching change up. Trevor Drummond is now on the mound for the Hawks. First pitch is going to be thrown in the dirt for ball 2. Up at the plate for the Cards, it's going to be Hunter Rose. Last time he was out, he had that sac fly. I'm sorry. Excuse me. My apologies. Tony DeAngeli. Sorry, I was reading for the other team. Tony DeAngeli, he's up. Last time he was up, he had the ground out, and he was walked twice so far today. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Of course, if the Cardinals are unable to tie this game up, it's going to be over at the end of this. And Trevor Drummond walks Tony DeAngeli. That is the third time he has walked today out of his 4 at-bats. Coming up after him, Pete Howell. Last time he was up, struck out, but he did make it on base a couple times and even has an RBI today. So 2 or 3, not too bad. Now, statistically, you would think with the Cardinals having – oh, it looks like we have a pinch runner. As number 10, Bailey, out there is going to be pinch running, trying to do something to get this change this score, 9-8 with the Hawks in the lead. It's going to be strike 1, Trevor Drummond. As I was going to say, statistically, you would think that the Cardinals, with 14 hits on the board, should have no problem coming back. But we have to see what happens here in the bottom of the 7th. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a big swing out to center field. And he got his eyes on it, hands on the ball, caught it. And that's going to retire Pete Howell. Big fly out the center. So coming up after him, Tomas Martinez. Has not been able to get on base successfully yet. But we still have Bailey over there on first as the pinch runner. 1 out on the board, scored 9-8. The Hawks in the lead. Here comes the first pitch. That's going to be strike 1 from Drummond. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Oh, that was way on the outside for ball 1. Score once again as a reminder, 9-8. The Cardinals are trailing here at the bottom of the 7th, the bottom of the final inning. 1-1 pitch, big swing at it. It's going to be a miss. Strike 2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Trevor Drummond. Takes a hit, and that's going to go out to left field. And they're calling for Bailey just to keep going and keep running, and he's going to make it to third. And the tying run now on third after a nice hit out up the left field line by Tomas Martinez. And he finally, after going 0 for 3, makes that 1 in the 1-4 count right here at the end of the game. Corners are covered here on the diamond. As the leading run is standing on first. And coming up to the plate, Noah DeLuca. He had that big monster triple 2 at-bats ago and was able to notch an RBI. He made it home himself earlier in this game. He is so far 3 for 3 with his on-plate appearances, and that's a good person to have coming up here at this point in the game. 9-8 score here at the bottom of the 7th. Here's a pitch from Drummond into the dirt. Ball 1. Looks like we got a sub for pinch running as Tomas Martinez takes a seat. And in for him is going to be number 46. That is James Hurst. So Hurst and Bailey, pinch runners out there trying to push this in their favor. Big hit. That's going to go straight out. Oh, it bounces off the shortstop. Hurst is going to make it, and the game is now tied. He is safe. And after that hit from Noah DeLuca, once again, not only does he notch the RBI, his second one of the game, this score is now tied. Shortstop unable to hold on to that on the Hawks side, marking the 15th hit for the Cards today. Scores 9-9 here. Bottom of the 7th, one out on the board. Pitch goes in the dirt from Drummond for ball 1. Up at the plate, Christian Figueroa, he made base last time he was up and hit a double earlier and in his first at-bat. Here comes the 1-0. In the dirt. Hurst ticking off. That's going to move everybody. And right now the lead-off run is at third base. And if Hurst is able to get to home plate, that is going to mark the end of this game. And right now we got some meeting of the minds here. As the Hawks possibly feel this one slipping away, they're going to take a second and figure out what their next move is. Anything less than a double play could spell the end of this game. There's a little bit of a mound meeting with the umpire, catcher, coach, Drummond. I see. So it looks like catcher took a pitch to the neck. So he's just taking a second here. So we're going to take an injury timeout while they're trying to figure this one out. We don't know how long the break will be, but we will be right back with the finish of this game. All right, welcome back, Deacon Storm here in JCAA baseball action. Cardinals, Hawks had to take a break. Nick Norton, the catcher, one of the ball after he tried to catch it flew up at him in the throat, so we wanted to take a second and just make sure he's still in the game, though, thankfully. But 2-0 is your count. Leading run is at third base. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. A little high for ball 3. Here it comes. Here comes the 3-0. Possibly the end of this game. And he's going to walk him. And Christian Figueroa is going to take first base on the walk. And now the bases are loaded. 1 out on the board. Score 9-9. Bottom of the 7th. This is the one, depending on what happens here, could spell the end of this game. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. Up at the plate, Orlando Perez Jr., his last time up, hit a 2-run homer. And if he can repeat the success, that would make a grand slam walk-off. But here comes the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. He's looking for that. Oh, 2. Game on the line. Comes the 0-2 pitch. That's going to be strike 3. Caught the corner of that strike zone, and he's going to sit Orlando Perez Jr. down as Drummond picks up a high-key strikeout with the bases loaded in the final inning, or what presumably is the final inning. But coming up to the plate now, it's a pitch on the inside for strike 1. Rain's starting to pick up just a little bit here. Big pitch. Ump's watching it. That did not go into the strike zone, though, for ball 1. Yeah, there's Roman March up at the plate. Last time he was up, he got a base hit, and that would end this game if he was able to repeat that success. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 is your count. Rain's picking up a little bit. And depending on what happens here, we could be looking at extra innings. Cardinals notching 7 errors, though. Could be part of the reason why they're in this position. 1-2. That one's low for ball 2. 2 outs on the board, 9-9. Once again, your score. Thank you for joining us here today. Depending on the weather, this is supposed to be a doubleheader, and that game should be starting about 20 to 30 minutes after this one, once again, weather permitting. Here comes the 2-2 pitch with 2 outs in the final inning. Big swing and a miss. We're going to extra innings as Drummond was able to strike out Roman March. Wow. What a dramatic ending to the end, or the final inning. And we're here at the 8th. Score still 9-9. I am Deacon Storm. We'll be right back with more NJCAA baseball action. Welcome back. This is Deacon Storm. We're still here. 8th inning, extra innings. Scores 9-9. Cardinals and Hawks had a couple of changes going. Big hit all the way out to left field before I can even talk about it. And that's going to be an out. That was Francis Segarra on the fly ball. That was out. I'm sorry. That was Eli Wilhelm on the fly ball. Segarra is up now. So there's a pitching change on the Cardinals side. Coming in for Weaver is Fullerton. Here's the pitch. Strike one. And catching now is Lexis Calderon. Score 9-9. Cardinals were able to tie it up, but unable to do anything else. Big hit out to right. And that one is caught. As that rain is really starting to come down. So that one ends up in the Francis Segarra ends up with the fly ball out. All right, coming up now, I guess would be considered a hero as he's able to save that game. Trevor Drummond, as he was pitching for the Hawks. That's ball one. Here's a 1-0. Big swing at it and a miss for strike one. Here's a 1-1. It's going to be strike two. So far, I've heard no information. This is supposed to be a doubleheader, but that rain is really coming down. Once we have word, I'm sure we'll let you know. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Knocked it all the way out, popped up to right field, and caught. And that's going to end the top of the 8th. Score still 9-9. And we'll see what happens coming up next. Bottom of the 8th, possible final inning. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Deacon Storm here, bringing you some NJCAA baseball action here on the Sunday afternoon. Score 9-9, all knotted up. And this is the bottom of the 8th, of course. If the Cardinals are able to score here, that would mark the end of this contest. They were up last time, had bases loaded, but could not do the job thanks to Trevor Drummond, who's on the mound again. And he's pitching. And up to the plate right now, Angelo Ramirez. And he got hit by the pitch. Okay. I saw the ball land back here, so I wasn't sure. But all right, Angelo Ramirez, he's walked, so he's already on base. And coming up to the plate after him, Alex Elliott. Went to first base last time he was up. Tried to catch Ramirez slipping, but not able to get him. Count remains the same. Rain coming down, still no word about what's going on, but of course we'll let you know once we hear anything. Tried to catch him again. Cardinals notching up an impressive 15 hits so far, but not able to translate all those into runs. Ramirez on his way to second. Wasn't unable to get the ball wrapped up, so Ramirez is going to make it off the steal. Put himself in a better position to end this game. Alex Elliott still patiently waiting his turn, as he hasn't even been thrown. Well, he's been thrown one pitch and it was strike. Here comes the 0 up. Drummond decides to pull it back. Here comes the 0-1. Got a piece of it, so that's going to be strike 2. Of course, weather permitting, next game will start about 20 to 30 minutes after this one ends, which I imagine they will likely make their decision on what's going to happen with that next game. It's a pitch. Goes into the dirt for ball 1. Cardinals currently sitting at 21-21, trying to hold on to that 6-game win streak that they have. The Hawks trying to hold on to their 2-game win streak, and they've been fighting out of the basement the last couple of innings. We're not able to add to the tally last half inning. Unable to get Ramirez once again. Rain really starting to come down. Some of our fans have retreated to their umbrellas or under the trees. Here's a 1-2 pitch. That one low, ball 2. Score still 9-9. A lot at stake here regarding this particular game. With this next couple of pitches. Here's a 2-2. Got a piece of it, goes past Drummond into the second baseman, and they're able to get him out at first base from the ground ball out. And now coming up next, Tony DeAngeli. He's walked. Oh, wait. Sorry, we got to switch. That's not going to be Tony DeAngeli this time. That is going to be Caleb Bailey. He subbed in earlier as a pinch runner, and he's going to stay in. Martinez on third. It's going to be ball 1. Oh, strike. Must have caught the bottom corner of that strike zone. That curve was thrown pretty low. Either way, calls it a strike. 1 out on the board, 9-9 is your score. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Gets a piece of it, throws it past, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be it. That is going to bring in Angelo Ramirez off of the Caleb Bailey base hit. And he's going to walk off with that. Score 10-9 is your final. As I said, we will know during the break whether or not this second game is going to be played because this weather getting a little out of control. Either way, the Cardinals are going to improve to 22-21. The Hawks 22-20 now currently after this game. Thank you so much for joining us The stream is going to stay on while we figure out what's going to happen next. But I am Deacon Storm. If you don't hear my voice again, thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell so that you get the notifications that let you know when we are going to go live again. But the stream is going to stay on, and we'll be right back once again with the second game, maybe. See you soon.